Hey everyone, Kelly Summers here of Belle Live Beautiful. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about intermittent fasting. Now there are a number of different versions of it, but the general idea is that you stop eating around 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and then you don't eat anything again. You can drink water or anything that has 0 calories, but you don't eat again until the next day. It could be 9, 10, 11, it could even be 2 p.m. Everyone's a little bit different. Now that's obviously the very extreme part of it. But the idea behind it is that when you go for a number of hours without eating, your body's going to instead burn up all of your extra glycogen, or basically sugar, carbohydrate stores, and start burning off fat for energy. Okay, that's the very general description about it. However, like any other diet or really anything else out there, is that there's always another study to prove it wrong. So if we think back to caveman days when our bodies would go through feast or famine, the idea is that our bodies just wanted to survive, right? We didn't want to die. So when we went for hours fasting, we would really, basically what would happen is the next time we would eat, our bodies would store and hold on to every single calorie that it can. And that's basically what's happening. When I worked in the bariatric clinic with adults with severe obesity, I can tell you that 50% of them did intermittent fasting without even really realizing it. And that was a big part of the problem, because they were going so long without eating that when they finally did eat, their bodies were holding on to everything that it could. And not only that, they were probably making poor choices, because all of a sudden you're starving, your brain is in need of carbohydrates to keep functioning. And so your body would create these cravings, and that's what you would go for. Instead, what I would suggest, now, intermittent fasting can be used to treat certain conditions, but for the general population, it's not something that you need to do. Now, I don't suggest eating all throughout the night, but definitely when you go from 6 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever time it is, until the next day or the next morning, you're typically fasting for 10 to 12 hours. And that's a great amount of time for our bodies to really do what it needs to do. There's no real reason to go any longer than that. And what I understand really is that as soon as you eat and you feed your body with some really high quality protein and some complex carbohydrates, within an hour of waking, then you're gonna get your metabolism going and it's gonna be burning for the rest of the day, okay? The other thing is that, what you can do is work out first thing in the morning. So instead of getting up and eating breakfast and then working out, work out first on an empty stomach. And that's basically going to do the same thing as what intermittent fasting would do, right? Your body is going to start burning off what it has, glycogen stores, and start using other things like fat for fuel. That would be my suggestion. So if you have any other questions, feel free to message me, leave a comment below. I would be happy to answer them.